All right, folks.
Fire!
You are now the postmaster.
Except he doesn't have the creepy walk. With Edna's diner ablaze, your task is complete. You carefully make your way home to avoid possible witnesses.
Well, I can see that smoke on the horizon. Actually, you know, that's the TV station. I wonder if he set the wrong building on fire. That'd be awkward. Well, he's still got until the blood drive. That's good.
I was gonna say, I wish I had more phlegm so I could add, well, it smells pretty good out there tonight. It smells like good cooking.
Smells like good cooking, especially with Steve there. I got this cheeseburger ready for him. Got it packed in nice and tight in the bag.
I don't know if I suggested that to you or if I saw it in the future, but I knew it was coming.
Ah, cheeseburger! I want you, cheeseburger.
There it is. Same dream. There's no cheeseburgers in this town. It was a nightmare.
You are now on day 6, and this could go to a day 7. It is possible.
There are multiple endings to this game. I know that much.
Yep. As evidenced by the game overs you've encountered thus far. Now remember, you have to make sure that you don't upload this video at the same time as you do last video, so they get to enjoy the cliffhanger.
Yep. Well, that was an even-numbered video last time, so it should work out just fine if I put them up 2 a day, which is the plan. Anyway...
What is it now?
Hank?
What?
Why are you
listened.
sitting in front of that big TV?
Someone burnt down the TV channel. There's nothing.
That's right. No more cowboy. No more Range Rider.
Acting like an alcoholic. I told you all that TV would hurt you.
Watching TV don't hurt me, Mom. But not watching TV hurts bad. If I find out who burnt down the TV station, I'll make him wish he was one of those damn Indians.
Bye.
Good.
Hey, Mom.
Maybe that's why they were hiring so many Indians. Maybe he really did kill them on the show.
Hey, Mom, what's going on?
Hello, dear. How are you today?
Terrible.
The nerve of some people burning down the TV station.
I
to
know.
detract from our big
That
sale.
is
I doubt
so
the
rude.
perpetrator did it just to annoy the Harvest PTA.
Coincidence?
He's
I
all
don't
tee-hee.
think so. Just 6 months ago, the newspaper building went up.
Firebug on the loose or a
There's
communist.
firebug on the loose.
Only
After
2
that,
possible explanations.
communist. Steve, I'm so scared.
Why the hell are you scared?
Now that the bake sale's over, I just don't know how I'll fill my time. Oh, I feel so useless. My goodness.
Jesus Christ.
What's wrong
Yep,
with her?
yep, yep, that's gonna happen. I knew that was coming. I steeled
Oh,
myself.
it's not as bad as it looks.
Ugh.
Not as bad as it looks, she says. Tastes like cookies.
See?
Just
As I
like
told-
you.
As I told Lethal, this is one of the 2, like, horror images in the game that unnerves me. I'm sensitive about my eyes.
I say I was feeling useless just because there are no more cookies to bake. I can still rear my brood. This is a sign, Steve. I have a
Well, at least you have a
again.
purpose again, Mom, right?
Glad to see you're feeling better.
Mine, that fire still burns my britches. First the newspaper building, then DNA's diner, then WHAR. I sense a pattern. And any pattern I can't make a dress out of is no darn good. I suppose you heard about DNA's diner burning down.
Yes,
Wayne
I
thinks it was a
heard.
grease
Are you
fire.
sure? Yep.
We took a black eye on the bake sale, but I'm sure the Harvest PTA annual
Harvest
blood
PTA
drive will be
annual
more
blood
successful.
drive.
Overall, we made about $200. Hardly
From
enough
who?
to bury a dead horse. And definitely not
Who
enough
bought
time.
your cookie?
Was it the cats?
Annual blood drive?
Annual blood drive, huh?
If you knew how much blood we get, you'd be more impressed. Donations are mandatory.
Ah.
If you're still here come Sunday, you'll be expected to give.
Until it hurts, I suppose.
Until it hurts. Even Hank will have to donate.
Even
But
Hank
lodge
will be
members
have
are
to
exempt.
donate?
Remember that.
Hey.
But lodge
either
members
way,
are exempt.
No one's sticking me with a needle.
Are
We
exempt,
don't
rather.
use needles.
And they don't use needles.
You'll bleed through your anus. Anyway,
We extract your blood through your anus.
That kid over by the...
Your little brother is homesick from school.
apparently
Is he really-
I didn't. No, I did. I remember the poop.
Don't forget to...
Yeah. Amnesia poop. So yeah. That whole eye thing, like, obviously there's a lot of disconcerting themes and uncomfortable topics and really awkward moments in this game. The eye thing, though, really gets me in once again.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Whoop.
If only I could kill you, kid.
I would do it.
You do have them in your inventory. You do have it.
Okay, let's go ahead and give it to you, and I'll save after I do it.
Hey, Steve,
I mean,
you've been doing this.
Yes, yes.
I mean, you can, in principle, in theory, kill him. In practice, it's not working. You gave me this key and it doesn't work. Son of a bitch, I regret ever giving you those sneakers.
That don't mean zip to me.
The main zip. Can I use the axe on him directly?
That don't mean zip to me.
Damn.
If only you could snap his neck
That don't mean zip.
and prevent him from pulling out the gun in the first place.
Well, I mean, if a fire axe to the head isn't gonna stop him, I don't know what the fuck is. Or I could blind him with a camera.
That don't mean...
Take the Glock.
You think this is Blade Runner? Can't
Blade Runner.
blind people with a camera.
Alright, let's go to the lodge and see what's going on.
So yeah, even though the calendar said that the annual blood drive was on Saturday, I guess, you know, it's like for other people. Really though, like I said, this game can last 6 or 7 days. It depends on your actions on this day.
Oh, Edna died too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Establishment. A true entrepreneur and a credit to our nation.
Let's see. I can't say that. That is just not an honest statement. I had no idea she'd kill herself.
Come now. Anyone who spoke with her for 5 minutes would have known what a tragedy the destruction of her diner would be. Still, you sought to torch her diner, and torched it is. You have proven yourself a worthy candidate for initiation.
Alright. Well, I thought this was initiation. Or was it just a bit of fun?
This was only
This is only a trial to determine whether you would be initiated.
testing. Your initiation into the mysteries of the harvest will soon begin. In the meantime, be patient.
That's right, protocols must be observed.
Must be observed before initiation
No one panic.
may commence.
How I recognize this sign.
You will know when you receive the invitation. Bring it here, and your initiation shall begin.
I see. I must receive an invitation. How nice. Anyway, let's go see my fiance. Hello?
That was a good thing to go see, by the way.
So... Huh.
You remember that invitation that we just talked about?
Now all the music sounds very interesting in here. Hello? Well, apparently you are too concerned.
You got your wrench in hand to solve any problems.
Oh. I was gonna say, I should probably get something a little bigger.
Mr. Potsdam? What happened?
Guess I can forget about the meat, huh?
What do you mean?
Your dad must have pulled some strings. Be sure and check Stephanie's pillow, you lucky bum.
What the hell are you talking about?
You'll see once the sheriff gets here. Stephanie. Things will never be the same now. Guess I'll be watching TV.
There's another cutscene incoming, by the way.
Okay, you can come in now, son.
My God. Is that what I think it is?
Yep, it's a spinal cord.
Is it Stephanie?
I can see a resemblance, but I can't be sure.
More pie, Sheriff?
Pie? Don't you realize what's happened?
Oh, indeed I do. I can just hear the tongues wagging at the PTA. Was it suicide?
Was it suicide? Are
Never
you
heard
sure?
of anyone pulling their own spinal cord out before. Off the record, I'd have to say no. No, all in all, I'd say this was death by natural causes.
Natural causes?
I know what happened. Natural causes!
You can't live without a spinal cord, son. Nothing unnatural.
Well, she has a spinal cord. There's the other things that are missing.
We'll have some more pie.
Right away.
I can't believe this. This is horrible.
Believe me, you get to the point to where this is routine.
Routine despining. Mm-hmm.
Now the only clue we got is that card on our pillow. Take a look at it.
It's an invitation.
Apparently your last
is
name is
practically
Mason, by the
confession.
way.
Confession to what, son?
Murder. Isn't that what you're here to investigate?
Son, you don't investigate natural deaths. No point.
Then I'll get to the bottom of this myself.
Yeah. I'm sure you will.
More pie, Sheriff?
Don't mind if I do.
Don't mind if I do. I can read his lips.
Yep. He is very easy to
So
read
the
lips.
invitation is still over there. You'll want to grab that. Yep. Natural causes!
Oh, come the fuck up. I did not leave the room. I did not leave the room.
Let me swing my axe at the air in anger.
No, not exit. I want you to kill, maim, destroy. This is not that hard.
I like to imagine that Hope Chest is right in the way.
Come on. I guess I just can't
I
kill
gotta
him.
use my get out of jail free card on someone.
Oh, and apparently you have dialogue, but
Yeah.
No.
let's go ahead and restart that so we can hear properly. Instead of just being a spaz with the axe.
Yep.
I guess.
Hello, Steve. Have some pie?
Let's see. Another skeleton in your closet, huh?
No, Steve.
We're gonna put her in the crypt.
Keeping bodies in the house?
It's just not sanitary to
not
keep bodies in the
sanitary.
house. What the fuck, Lethal?
Okay, of course. You!
I don't suppose it'd hurt for you to take the card, seeing as it was addressed to you. Shucks. I'm sorry I had to read it in the first place, but that's my job.
That's right, you can't live without your
I wonder
spinal
if there's
cord,
really
Lethal. That's how it's natural. Yep. A lodge invitation.
Damn it.
You might be able to read it again in your inventory, I don't know.
It's funny, I tried to put in his inventory, he's all, damn it! I'm all, what?
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, let's take a look.
Oh, yeah.
Be it known that the Sacred Order of the Harvest Moon hereby extends notice of the eligibility of Steve Mason for initiation into the sacred mysteries of the harvest. Let him be presented with all possible haste to the Sergeant at Arms for commencement of the rites.
And for another interesting scene, something I forgot to mention, you can head to DNA's diner. I think it should still work. As I mean, my goodness, apparently she killed herself.
And she doesn't live anywhere, so it's gotta be there.
Yeah, what happened to her daughter?
I love how you're just fucking chilling on the couch.
What do you want?
What do you want?
With a slaughterhouse full of meat in town, what kind of nutcase?
You haven't talked to him for a long time, too. He has updates to share.
Pastorelli won't need it where he
He looks so happy.
God rest his soul.
He does.
Those silly willies down at the
I
fire station
really
just
like that actor who does
about
the
losing some
faces.
decorating stuff. Some people. Yeah. Maybe they should be more concerned with fire and less with flame. Harvest will never be the same without DNA's diner. Or without DNA, for that matter.
Bye!
No dancing, you must leave.
And obviously, lots of people around, like, the folks who are Mr. Pastorelli's barbershop are still there. They'll have things to say about what happened to him. Mr. Johnson will have something to say about Edna. You can go to the diner itself.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Think about taking some of that siding off. My condolences on Stephanie, Steve.
Oh, yeah. And
Sweet child.
Stephanie's
I
dead.
used to bounce her on my knee.
That's funny. She never mentioned remembering you.
Well, she was pretty young in those days. I was one what found Pastorelli this morning.
This morning?
Stuck in the water with the live wires hanging out. His body was so burnt his arms and legs was blackened, fused together, and the sheep was well done too. Problem is, both was burnt so bad, and the flesh all crisp and distorted, limbs melded. You couldn't tell them apart. And well, I didn't want to take a chance on my Italian. No, sir, I didn't. I tell you.
Now he's all enthused.
Fire station full of sissies is a fire station full of pigs, sissies. They're all accusing each other of stealing some silk underwear or something. Boy, whoever said fighting fire with fire'd be happy in harvest. 'Cause we got a fire station full of flamers. The TV station burning down's been good for business. Lots of folks are thinking of investing in aluminum siding.
Really? That is thrilling information. Thank you for sharing.
Nice to see you again, Steve.
Yes, nice to see you too, little guy.
I can't talk now, son. I'm busy with this game.
I can't talk now, but...
business. If you ask me, she was the victim of a UFO. Just like them cattle mutilations, they stripped her and left what they couldn't use. You see, they use what the doctors call homoglobin in the blood as fuel for their saucers. And the eyeballs are spark.
It's not hemoglobin.
They left
That's right. Yeah, they left one of her eyeballs. I was just about to point that out.
Spark plug, Pete. They's advanced. Them aliens is wily. Dang it if the whole town ain't going to hell. Poor old...
Oh, yeah.
Defecating a work of art like that.
That's
a sure sign that civilization is coming to an end.
That's right, defecating a work of
I
art.
heard that dang idiot Pastorelli went out and got himself electrocuted.
You don't try.
Somebody stole a barber's pole. The alarm system triggered the sprinkler. There was water on the floor this morning, and the darn crook left exposed wires out. The Pastorelli came in, flipped the switch, and then zap! Maybe them aliens is hot for colored glass after all. Ain't that a kick in the head? First we lose the only barber in town, then poop. No more diner either. Don't that beat all? And now that the TV station's burned down, maybe folks will get off their duff and get outdoors. Live a little.
Maybe take up alien hunting. Say, Clem, will aluminum siding protect you from them alien sensor jobbies?
Nope. You show up on their radar as a hunter surrounded by aluminum siding.
I see.
Trust me, lead's the ticket.
Just my luck.
Well, if you had lead paint on those aluminum sidings, maybe then it'd fool the aliens.
I do love how, like, all of the conversation things just, like, snowball together if you haven't talked to someone in several days. It's great.
Leads to hilarious conversations, indeed.
Right.
Okay, well, we have our invitation. Let's go to the diner.
Of course, there's Mr. Johnson. You haven't talked to him in a while. You obviously can't talk to Mr. Moynihan anymore.
Yeah, let's go ahead to say...
You can't talk to the Wasp Woman anymore. You could try talking to Pat. He might have something to say. Or you could kill him. You still have your get-out-of-jail-free card. Oh, goodness.
I've tried so hard to find an excuse to keep on fighting.
By the way, that looks like a bleed chicken scratch on that fucking note.
Yeah, it does.
This diner he left us was all we had. It was always a struggle to keep it running in such a small town. And now we've lost it. I know that I can't afford to support us now. There's only one way out. I'm sure you won't be able to understand the depth of despair that would enable a mother to put a rope around her baby's neck and push her into the air and jump after her. I wonder if I'll hear her next now. If she kicks around and takes a long time to strangle, I'll scream, but I won't cut her down. I've got to be stronger than I ever was before. But I hope she doesn't kick. God help us and forgive us, Edna Fitzpatrick.
And of course, no one knows that Karen died.
But she's there all the same, Lethal. She's there all the same. And so is the sheriff. So is the sheriff.
Trying to drown his despair, and of course the sign still works. Well, that was beautiful, folks.
You actually could have talked to him about what transpired and how he felt if you already hadn't triggered the Stephanie invite thing, which you didn't know was going to happen, but, you know, it's a thing. But you can talk to Loomis, you can talk to Mr. Johnson, you might be able to hunt down the principal, and the teacher. You can go to the TV station and talk to the cowboy. Oh, there! Yeah, I guess the sheriff is there. Huh.
Yeah, he's back.
Well, he can't hang out at the diner anymore.
Boy, the way you...
Yeah.
I understand you witnessed Miss Whaley's dispensing a little...
Yes. She cripples
right,
children.
let's see whether
You
the
need
game
to
crashes.
forget about it, boy. I don't interfere in school discipline. Heck, there isn't a... You've been shooting off your mouth about me and Boyle, Steve. I got a report here that someone put a ding on Johnson's Tucker. As ornery as Johnson is about that old car, I suppose he had it coming. I imagine it was just some kids pulling a prank. I'm nowhere near solving the Tucker case, and now I have to deal with a bunch of firemen throwing a hissy fit over some stolen cloth. Can you imagine? What the heck is going on around here? Looks like we've got us a mini crime wave on our hands. Just got a report about another act of vandalism. Maybe related to the Tucker incident and the fire station robbery. Someone broke into Pastorelli's barbershop and took his pole. Next morning, Pastorelli touched some live electrical wires that were left dangling, and zap, no more barber. What was just an act of vandalism has just become a case of manslaughter. I don't like it. Harvest used to be such a nice little town. Someone went and torched Edna's diner, and any evidence went up with the fire.
Oh man, he got the surprise face for that.
She hung herself. Whoever's doing these things may not have intended to kill anyone. But just the same, if I catch them, it's the chair for sure. You see what happened to Harvest TV station?
Oh yes.
Oh, this time that little firebug is gone too goddamn far, boy. That wasn't no goddamn newspaper building. That was a telecommunications complex. Somebody's gonna pay for this. Pay through the nose. Did you hear
So,
that
I like to
was
imagine
good?
how many of those
Isn't that
crimes
something?
weren't yours.
And you know what?
I was gonna say the
Whoever
ones
did
with
it
the
didn't even think to look in his
newspaper and
wall
also the
Just
TV
goes to
station.
show you,
Oh yeah, didn't even think to look at his wall save. Wink, wink.
I see.
Stop on by any time, Steve.
Well,
hey Loomis, what are your final thoughts?
Kiddo, you brought
You might not
me
have
one
much of
them
anything to say,
dirty
really.
Picture books?
No, sorry.
Oh, heck. Why should you be any different?
Yeah, he's already said that before.
Oh, my.
Oh, he does have something.
That's what I'm
Fucking
saying about
Loomis.
Stephanie. Did I tell you? She reminded me of this girl I seen in one of my French postcards afore the missus burnt them up and took the broom to me. Stephanie was such a nice girl. I went over to have a look at the body, but there weren't nothing left attached, hardly. I always wondered what she looked like naked. Reckon someone found out, huh, kiddo?
it was me, and I'd do it again.
Anytime, kiddo.
That's right. Well, you're a bunch of tactless fuckers. To say the least.
Closure. That's right. You have, you might be able to find those individuals at the school to talk to. Of course, you have your mom to talk to about what happened with Stephanie. Shoot.
One would think you'd never graduate.
Mr. Johnson, of course.
Mr. Johnson says one of my pupils scratched his price.
Oh, you just skipped through his talk about Stephanie? Like, fuck it.
Oh, I didn't see it, sorry.
Like, fuck
Look
it.
at all that crap.
I know, that's a lot of dialogue, and it's all voice acted.
We gotta make sure we
This is a quality game, Lethal. This is a quality game.
Even if it's terrible in so many ways, it's at least voice acted well. Alright, let's try that again, Lethal. Let's not fuck this up. If you'd be so kind.
Seeing you here again, one would think you'd never graduated. Nostalgia is a waste of time, big guy. You need to move forward, and if you ask me, the lodge lies firmly in that direction. My condolences, Steve. When Stephanie was a little girl running through these halls, who would have believed something like this could happen to her? There's always a reason, big guy. There's always a reason. Mr. Johnson says one of my pupils scratched his priceless tucker. I must say, I was relieved when I learned he had no evidence pointing to one of my kids. If he had, some lucky boy or girl would have been in for some quality time. When I went to get my hair trimmed this morning, imagine my surprise when I learned that the barber shop had been burglarized. And worse, that Mr. Pastorelli had been electrocuted. Harvest mourns the loss of an irreplaceable citizen. All of us will feel the loss only with the passage of time. Say, congratulations on finding Karen Fitzpatrick. Don't know how you did it, but if I was
Even
to
though she's
publish it in
dead.
a Sentinel,
Congratulations.
You can bet I'd run a full profile on you. When it rains, it pours. Isn't that so? First thing they go through all that with her daughter.
What great
then
timing.
she loses her Dinah. If that happened to me, I'd hang myself.
Well, let me go get the gas can.
Bye!
Drop in again soon.
Adult education is a wonderful thing, as is adult quality time. Hey, Miss Bailey.
I was gonna say, we have some stuff from you, right?
We need some closure.
Stephen, I'm glad you're here. As a graduate of Gein Memorial, you're a perfect example of what I'm trying to impress upon my class. That discipline forms the leaders of tomorrow. Class, I want you all to remember that Stephanie Potsdam sat at the same desk that you're sitting in now. And look what happened to her. Mind your P's and Q's, unless you want to wind up like her. Right, Stephen?
Jesus. She didn't deserve what happened to her.
Really? And I take it you don't believe in predestination?
I don't know.
If you still haven't joined the Order by the time the Harvest Blood Drive rolls around, you will know firsthand.
She has the spooked face there.
Stephen,
And then,
you're just in time. I was about to administer a lesson in good citizenship to these youngsters. I'm sure one of these precious darlings burnt down the television station.
Are you sure?
And if the little shits could talk, I'm sure I'd find out who. But as it is...
Like how her left eye is just twitching there. You can imagine anyway.
I guess everyone will have to take my special civics course again.
I see.
I want to know how Steve survived this. Like, I know he was a smiley bear, but what else did that entail? Like, not giving her any sass at all?
He had 70 toughness, Grimith. That's how he did it.
Oh, okay. So you're telling me that he's been riling?
Yeah, he just shrugged off that shit. You know what I haven't tried? Kids, you're about to learn something. In a classroom, I know. It's sort of weird.
That is... Get fucked. Have a nice day. School's out. I'll show you. I got your smiley bear right here.
Attacking someone like that.
Come on. Oh, dumb. Dumb. Justice can't be done. Dumb. In the video, dumb.